All right, cool. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, we are looking at platinum, right? This chart is platinum, and this is the indicator for the start of last week. This is your weekly analysis on platinum. Right. So, with platinum, nothing much happened. I won't say nothing much happened. We did have what do you call it? We did have the pattern here, V shape, sideways movement, breakout, right? However, what is the problem here? Can anyone tell me what the problem here is? Well, if you've been paying attention and watching my course, my videos, you would say that the moving averages are not in order. Okay, so even though we see the pattern, I wouldn't take this trade because why? The breakout, the moving average is not in order. The breakout is just below the 50-day moving average, and it's just below this pivot line here. So even though we did see some movement to the upside, and you probably could have taken the opportunity for that, but I wouldn't advise to, right? Because it's not going to be like this all the time, right? Because even though you might, and this is what trips up traders sometimes, because they will see the pattern, they know the rules, and they see that, oh, you said not to do this because it will pull back, it won't go through. But then look at this one, it went through. And then the next time you see the same similar setup with the moving average not in order, you would then take the trade. And I kid you not, that every time you do that, you will see it break out here and then crash to the downside. Right? It has happened to me before. And the reason why I'm saying it is because I've done this before, where I know my strategy, I know not to take the trade, but because it continued in the direction that I predicted, I said, well, maybe this strategy don't work like that all the time, No, but you see, the market is not perfect. The reason why we have strategies is because we want to have that near perfection confirmation. You understand? And the confirmation is not always going to be correct. Right? So, with this one here, the answer is no. If you say, oh, well, we have the pattern, we have the sideways movement, we did have the breakout, and on the breakout, did we have any volume? No, we didn't have much volume here. Right? The RSI was just on the overbought. So if you look at everything, it was low volume. So that means no, don't take the trade. How many no's can you find? If there's more no's than yes, then please don't take the trade. So moving average is in order. Wait, let me get my pen. Moving average is in order. No. We have the V shape. Yes. We have the sideways movement. Yes. Volume, not good. Support and resistance. Here, let's see, we have the 50-day moving average. Let's see what it says on the higher time frame. Good. So you see the 50-day moving average is the 20-day moving average on the higher time frame. So was there support and resistance in the way? The answer is yes. Okay, which is basically a no, right? And we're almost in the RSI. We're at that level. I think we were at, where were we? 73. So 73 is fine. RSI is fine. Okay. So if you look at all the lists that has to qualify the trade, we have 3 no's, reasons as to not to make the trade, and 3 yes. But the 3 no's are the strong no's. Volume is a strong no. Support and resistance levels is a strong no. Right? It's a strong no. And moving averages is a strong no. Remember what I said. Volume, sometimes you can risk it with the volume, but not all the time. If the support and resistance is in the way, volume is low, moving average is not in order, moving average has to be in order. Moving average is not in order, then it's a complete no. Right? And so here the market, it continues to the upside. It doesn't always happen, but I would imagine that we will start to see some movement to the downside. Okay, let's have another look. Okay. Okay. So on the lower time frame, this tells me that the market wants to move up. Okay. So you can see here, this is the low here. And from this level, all we got was higher highs. Right? We did have some lows here. But then from here, we have higher high, higher high, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher, nope, not, so market stopped here, sideways movement here, and then move back up to form a new high. So on a lower time frame, I would say maybe we're looking bullish, right? On the high and the 4-hourly time frame, I would say the same thing, that we're probably looking for a reversal to the upside. Yeah, because all we got was higher highs here. From this level, higher high, higher low, higher high, then I would imagine the market to come back to this level here. To pull back to this level and then possibly bounce up again. Right? And then on the daily, what do we have here? Right, so on the daily, the moving averages are in order for bullish moves. So that tells me that this is just, a massive correction here. And we might be looking at a reversal to the upside. Okay? So that's it for me. I mean, this week I wouldn't look. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on this week. All right, I'll keep an eye on the platinum this week. See what happens. Right? See what happens, because we did have the V-shaped sideways movement. It would be good to see this pull back maybe to the 50 or to this level, then have the then we can do the continuation trade, sideways movement, and then breakout. Right, that tells me that it's safe to maybe enter. All right, let's see what daily is saying. Yeah. And if there's an entry here, then this would be the target. This would be the first target. Yep. Yeah. So remember, I don't think I did. Did I do this training before? I'm not sure. So with the pattern, if the moving average are in order, or the candle breaks above, you see the pattern, and the candle breaks above all the moving average or below all the moving average, it's a nice continuation trade, because nothing there is stopping it, right? And it's likely that the market actually wants to move into that direction. All right. I can't remember if I did a course on this, a video on this, but I'll put that in my diary to do a video on it in regards to the continuation trade. Okay. Right. So that's it for now. Let's keep an eye on platinum and see how it goes this week. Hopefully it does this pattern here, and then we can make an entry, a nice entry to this level here. All right, so that's it for now. Please comment, like, subscribe. All right, peace.